Hey, it's Don. Welcome back to Dark Souls. What the hell are we doing here? It's been a hot minute. um, what are we doing? Oh, I know what we're doing. We're gonna Sen's Fortress. Right, we're gonna the funhouse. Did we do anything with this? Right, halberd is +8. Uh, what else? Where's my thing gone? Battle axe, butcher's knife, wing spear. Oh, okay, yeah. Obviously. Halberd is +8. Zweihanders +5, 195 damage versus 198. Comparable at the moment. Anybody interested? These are my stats. We're level 45. 27 vitality, 14 attunement, 18 endurance, 25 strength, 14 dex. Resistance in faith, more or less untouched. What I forgot to do is attune combustion spell. Which may or may not get us out of any jams. We'll find out. So, Sen's Fortress, we rang the second bell. The gate is open. I've put my microphone a little closer and a little louder because I noticed on the recordings I was getting like quite quiet in the last couple of episodes. And I am a fairly soft-spoken dude, but if you can't actually hear what I'm saying, it's not like anybody's here for the gameplay, right? Sen's Funhouse. Here we go. Right. Got a new enemy. This guy. And traps. $71 damage is reasonable. What's backstab look like? 289. Nice. These guys are great fun. They have some cool weapons. The weapon they use, the man serpent greatsword, is pretty strong. But it takes them a while to use it. So we've got plenty of run up. Might get hit a couple of times with these guys. Might not. Let's have a quick look. We've got on our wolf ring and our rusted iron ring. Wolf ring gives us a little extra poise. Rusted iron ring lets us walk on uneven footing. Hello. Nice, brave warrior. So the souls we're going to be picking up are going to get a little bit more elaborate from here on out. It used to be that we were getting ones like a lost undead or an unknown soldier or whatever, and now it's going to be like brave warrior, etc. There are loads of these Titanite demons in here. There are loads of serpents. There are two types of serpents. These ones with 4 arms are like mages, and they've got shotels, like wiggly swords. If we fall down here, we are not fucked, but buggered perhaps. In addition to the swords, they also do magic, and then these guys are the guys with the great swords. That kill them all away? Or not quite? Not quite. God damn. This level's got loads of verticality to it. There's plenty to explore in here, and there's some cool stuff. We're not going to explore all of it. We're not going to get all of it. We don't need most of it. There are some fun traps in here, as well as these blade traps, which are pretty frustrating. There's also a couple of arrow traps on the wall. You can see it there. There's a little pressure plate here that'll fire off and shoot us with that. And we also get our first trap chest in this one. It's not here, but it is here. A little bit of fun telegraphing here. Oh, my guy. You got hit by a rock. We'd put that bonfire way up as well, so now we've got 15 Estus. Whoa. Queued up the wrong attack there. About a halberd in the butt. This wall is a weak wall. It's not quite illusory, but those boulders that, oh shit, those boulders that we see at the top of the thing are getting pushed off by a machine, and they're coming down here. And so we've got a couple of options. We can go up there or we can come down here. Our friend is down here. Oh, straight away. Right, fine. We got greedy. We got greedy. While we're here, see how this Zweihander copes with these guys. See if we're better off with one rather than the other. This is often going to be the case that situationally one weapon's going to be better than the other. So like in the catacombs where we had all those skeletons, it was better for us to have the divine weapon that kept the skeletons dead. In here it might be useful for us to have something that pancaked these guys. Oh, what? Shot in the back. Oh man, muscle memory has a little bit of rust that needs shaking off by the looks of things. 7,000 souls in the can now. Whoops. Oh well. That's Dark Souls, baby. So, let's learn from our mistakes, perhaps. That'd be nice. Let's recover our 0 souls. There we go. He got hit by the traps. How much damage does this do? Not quite as much. Let's have a look at the pancake. Pancake works. And we can stun lock them like that. So that's not a bad thing. 500 souls a piece. Tells us what we're really getting into. These are fairly decent mid-range enemies, to be fair. Okay, stun locked. We could go exploring down there. I don't know yet. Next time we die, we'll go exploring. Because it will happen. Let's just have a quick look. Yeah, there we go. Okay, Sense Fortress likely to be 2 parts. One getting to the top and the other just having fun with it. Yeah, see you later. It's a cool enemy though. Let's kick you off the edge. See you later, sucker. Refill our health. That guy's asleep again. This guy respawned again? Or is that a one-time thing? That's interesting. If that is a one-time thing. How did these guys start off dead? That's weird. That is weird. Still, you don't hear me complaining. See you later. Can't just sit there, pal. So, Sigmar doesn't seem to be particularly enthusiastic about all of this here. I'm not feeling this. I'm feeling halberd. I think if nothing else, it's a little bit lighter for us. And what we could do with is being lighter, actually. So let's have a quick look. Could be under 25%. What's going off? So 58 divided by 4, 14.5 for our quickness. Right, let's get that 14.8, 13.3. Here we go. Okay, so it should be nice and quick now. We'll wait for the ball to come down, and then we'll go to the first doorway. That thing will knock us over, even if it just kind of glances us, or we run into its back. So we've got to be careful. We've got a fog wall here, and we've got some stuff up here. It's the first of the fun things we've got in the chest. Ring of Steel Protection. Right, let's have a quick look at see what this does. Belongs to Night King Rendell. Grants its wearer protection by boosting physical defense against physical attacks. So physical defense will be from 113 that we've got on at the moment to 163, which is a good chunk, especially considering we're not doing either of these. Wait for the ball to come down, chase after it, and go for the fog wall. Alright, what have we got? We've got an arrow trap, we've got the pressure plate, and we've got a lift that we can hear. We've got a guy here. You coming, mate? Breaking stuff. Oh, it hit his armor. There we go. Excuse me. Right. Let's see what else we got. Okay, that noise is the boulder trap changing direction. We want to be up here for the first go. It's probably going to hit us. Ah! Hit us twice. But that's fine. So we've got a few things. One is we've got a few paths. One that way, one this way, which takes us to where the boulders were coming from. One this way, which takes us to that wall that I said we could break. And a machine that lets us change which direction the boulders get pushed in. So that should go down there and break the wall. And whenever we hear this kind of screeching metal noise, that means that this machine has changed direction. It does it a couple of times. It's scripted as to like line defs or whatever you go over. I think we're going to go all the way up, and then we've got some things to do when we come back down again. We're going to come back. We're going to go all the way up and come back down. We've got a line of arrow traps and a pressure plate here. Now you can just sprint through that. There's no way that I believe you can sprint through it, but I've seen people do it. Just like with this. Now we're quite close to the top of this. A little bit of vertigo for anybody who's scared of heights. I'm not a fan. Give him the parry because his mate's behind us, I think. Now there's a couple of things here. That one we can just see the bottom of. You can't see it on the screen, but I can see it. A couple of these are instant kills though. I'm not sure if we're fans of that. I don't even know what's down there. Should we find out? Fuck it, let's find out. Some dude walking around on the he's reached a part that we didn't really want to get to. Will he try and attack us from there? Yeah, he will. What have we got? Slumbering Dragon Crest ring. What does a Slumbering Dragon Crest ring do? Ring is engraved with everlasting silent strumbo mass, all sounds emanating from its wearer. Interesting. I don't think we want to go down there. Are any of these illusory walls? Not that I can tell. We could drop down onto this, which might work. Looks like that's the only way to go. That's fine. Back here. Top off. Because we are taking a little bit of damage from the falls, etc. This guy's here. Although he should have got hit by the ball though. Did you despawn? Excellent. Now, a few things in here. There is a dude in a cage. It's locked. Excuse me. There's another example of if we'd had the master key, we could open the cage there for him straight away. Can't open that. It's just out into Dark root garden. You can see how they made the trees here. Some of them are just flat textures and little I don't know what they're called, but they're made out of two intersecting textures. It's kind of fun if you like that sort of thing. If you don't, then probably not as fun as I say. So this should be clear now. Ooh, there's a weapon there. I don't know if we need that. I don't think we do. Woof woof. Okay. So we heard the thing go off. Boulder coming down here. Now we're going to go the opposite way. We're going to sprint to the bottom. Now we'll notice this pit here. Will fill with balls. May not be very visible at the moment. There we go. And what we need is for it to be completely full. And we should have another breakable wall there. 2 more by the looks of things. And we get something cool here. And that was one that we could see from inside something. Inside the main kind of chamber that we could look down from that platform with the swinging what have yous, I think. Anyway, what it does is covered a gold serpent ring boosts item discovery, which is cool if we need it. We're not that fussed about it, but it's cool if you want to grind things or whatever. Give you that little bit of bonus. Now here it is, the very worst guy in the game. An innocuous looking chest that appears to be breathing. Aha! I hate these guys. Right, so what's going to happen is we are going to... What could happen is that we could end up opening that chest and getting bitten by the creature that it is. It's not actually a chest, it's a mimic. I don't really fancy that. There's 2 ways of avoiding it. Well, 3 ways. One is we can just not touch it. Fine, whatever. The other way is to use one of the things that we got in the right at the beginning, the cleric's secret stash, Lloyd's talisman. If we throw that, the creature will be stunned for a minute and let us loot it without it harming us, which I think we'll do this time. Yeah, that looks like a lot of fun, doesn't it? Lightning spear is cool. Gross. Let's attack it. You can see what it does. Look at the state of that. Real Alice in Wonderland shit, that one. That grab is pretty lethal if it catches us. It's not human, so we can't parry it. But we can roll or we can block, obviously. Whoa. And there we go. Now we're going to lift with bloodstains in a house full of traps. We're going to get off that lift. because what happens there is it goes into those spikes and janks us. We don't want any of that. And as I'd said before, the game itself, whilst it appears pretty tough, doesn't open from this side. Lame. The game itself comes across as quite difficult, but a lot of the things that can be difficult about it are quite well telegraphed if you know to look for them. Speaking of, that I think is the key to the cage that we want to get. So we'll go back through here. This trap looks like it's reset. I wasn't even sure they could reset. But this is the level we dropped down from. This guy's stuck in the roof for some reason. Interesting. Sounds like someone's coming to get us. I don't know if that's that guy or the guy around here. Could be both. Bleed damage isn't great. See how you get on with those. Oh, you guys are stuck to each other. Excellent. Stupid. Right. Take them one at a time. And here, loads of them going around. Alright, what's this? A soul? Titanite shard? Nice. Can live with that. 2 Titanite shards of that, large ones. That'll do us some good for upgrading our weapons. So there's a guy there. Wonder if we can hit him with a fireball. Ha! We can! Joke's on you, sucker. Alright, cool. And now we're on top. Okay. Couple of pressure plates here and there for this trap. That one's certain death, if I remember right. We can see the bottom, but I don't know. This guy didn't drop anything. We got any illusory walls around here? Not that I can see. Okay. And the fog gate. And that's quite hazardous for new players. Like, it takes a fair bit of practice to get some of those bits down. And of course, we've had no bonfire for a while. There is a bonfire in here. It's just quite well hidden. We haven't seen these guys for a while, and they certainly weren't that tough when we saw them last. These are the same ones that are in the bottom of the Undead Church, in the Undead Parish. There is a cool ring in here, which I don't think we need, but these guys can drop upgrade materials, which is handy. Don't be a dickhead. Right. That's not helpful. Stab him in the back. Baldy gauntlets. Stone plate ring, very cool. Right, but what we're here for is actually the ledge that had the snake mage on it. That's where we want to go. Flamestone plate ring gives us a boost to our fire defense, but seeing as not much around here is using fire, it's probably not really worth it for us. Here's a bit of a surprise there. Yeah. Not much is using fire though. Shit off. Okay. So this dragon throws these flaming pots at us. They only actually hit in certain locations where we can see the floors being scorched. That's where they hit. And we should be fairly safe outside of that area. And there's our bonfire, which is probably where we'll stop for this episode. That was helpful. So, on that note, we're going to call that a day. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.